put my sweater on in the middle of the show, I guess. We'll see. Ah! Oh. Hi.
You don't have a body.
I don't. Welcome back to Kamen Rider Korner, everyone.
You don't have a body.
Just let it go, dude.
Okay.
Let it go.
Welcome to Kamen Rider Korner here on Pop Culture Renegade.
We're back.
We're back.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Hi.
After last year. Since
last year. How are you?
I'm alright.
Yeah.
I'm
me
alive.
Too. Something went wrong between 2017 and 2018. Oh, you know what's my goatee? That's it.
That body disappeared.
That's what happened. That's what happened.
Because you had a shirt when you entered the studio, and now it's just...
There's something weird going on, and I blame it in the Pandora Box. How's it going? That's how I can tie it into the show.
Right.
Woo!
So, I can't get over this. It's so funny. So we're going to be talking today about episode 15, episode 16, Kamen Rider Build. We're a little bit behind,
right?
Because we haven't been on the air in forever. Unfortunately, Jimmy is not with us on anymore. Rest in peace. No, I'm kidding. He's not dead.
He's fine.
He's fine. But he's not longer on the show.
Right.
He needs time to work on his stuff for Angel Grove Radio. You can check him out on Facebook if you want. But he's probably not going to end up on the stream unless, we'll see what happens. But, yeah.
But you got us.
You have us.
You have us. The double writer host.
We should... Wait.
We should... Like double...
The double...
Double it. Double. It's okay. If this gets weird, y'all can just tell me.
Yeah, exactly.
I can just put like a cardigan on right away, but one's
keep it like this for the next one. Saying hi to chat really quick.
Jimmy's asking why is Justin's head floating?
Speaking of which,
did you just hear us talk about you,
Jimmy? Is that right? You said his name 3 times. And
yes.
Saying hi to people in chat. We have Kat. We have Blackwing 2040. We have Jimmy is a geek who was Jimmy here, but he's no longer with us. Man, screw Jimmy.
And ask him. Wow.
No,
he can see that.
Yeah.
No.
What?
This Blackwing is saying this is funny and weird. Well, we wanted to start the new year right. So episode 15.
A lot of this stream, I can tell, is going to be a lot of laughing about the fact he doesn't have a body.
I pointed something out. Like, I walked in today on set with a green shirt. oh my God!
You have Robo Rider.
I got Robo Rider on my chest.
This is the greatest day.
Oh my God!
Ever.
I think the show's peaked at this point.
Blackwing 24. Imagine if that beverage went right through you.
Hold on. It's like a weird... I've always wanted to do a weird Invisible Man thing.
I could actually come on screen for this once I'm on this channel.
No.
It's not working.
It's not working. I'm sorry. While I leave... this is Jimmy saying, while I leave and Justin begins
He's making up for the loss and sadness of our dear co-host.
Yeah.
All right. So, do we have any Kamen Rider news that we have to touch upon?
Well, let's see. We did miss in December, of course, the release of Final Generation.
Yeah.
Final Heisei, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah.
Apparently, it was really good. That's what I've been hearing anyway.
Same, and it killed at the box office, which is saying a lot because Rider movies have been kind of dipping
recently. If I had to guess, honestly, it's the oversaturation of like, oh, it's another large team-up movie that you've seen every single year.
Exactly. And when they made this announcement with this movie, and the promise of we're bringing back like 4 writers and their counterparts.
And exactly. I mean, it looks great.
Yeah.
It looks fun. I can't wait to see it when we finally get it over here, subbed.
I mean, I'm a Forza guy, so seeing my boy Gen back on there doing his head thing, I'm stoked. I'm psyched. I can't wait. I just finished O's, so seeing those guys.
Oh, did you?
I did.
Oh!
So
okay, hold up.
Okay.
Hold up.
Okay.
All right. Without spoilers,
Yeah.
if you can, what did you think of O's?
An enjoyable mess.
I agree. 100%.
That's all. There are things I like. There are things that they dropped the ball on. But I overall like, O's. Yeah.
I can see where this could could have gone right.
Right. Exactly. So yeah, no, that seems like so that movie seemed to be doing pretty well, and I heard the same thing. Reaction is for was it Final Heisei?
Final Heisei film.
Yeah, that did pretty good, and people seem to like it. So I'm looking forward to.
I was expecting like Decade 2 to be like the last Heisei era thing, but it's not.
I guess not.
It's build. We're building up a new thing. But yeah, I'm glad you finished O's.
Yes.
O's is one. What's your favorite form?
Oh.
Wait, did you see the movies too?
I have seen the movies.
Okay.
Yeah. I will say I've always been partial to.
I'm just judging you.
I'm just kidding. I know. I get the look on your face is you better say the right one. Uh oh. Oh no.
I have like 3 favorite ones, so I mean it's like
any one of them.
Any one of those 3. Any other ones?
I will
like
his what's the name of the all red?
Oh, Tajador.
Tajador. I like Tajador a lot. Simple. Pretty cool looking, sleek.
I remember I would play that while I was in the bathroom and I was showering and stuff, and it would be on shuffle and it would come on, and I'd be there just like shampooing, and I'm like, this is the most incredible shower. I feel like a god.
Oh, that would do it though.
Yeah,
that would do it.
So jumping into Build, Kamen Rider Build. Episode 15, 16, viewer discretion. We're going to be hitting a lot of spoilers because there's a lot in this episode.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm going to say it right now. As I said with the last episode, this is what I wanted Kamen Rider Build to be. Like, these last 3 episodes are everything I've wanted in the series.
Yes.
Oh!
These are some very good.
Yes.
Very good episodes that, like, pay off to a lot of stuff we've been talking about.
Yeah.
And like set up some really cool new things.
The journey from episode 1 to get here was kind of like, oh, okay, that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
But when does it get good? And now finally paying off because it's like these were all stepping stones, and you don't realize how big these steps are until it finally happens.
Agreed.
And so like the crying, the emotions.
Oh my god. Let's talk about the betrayal.
The betrayal.
The betrayal of Tsurugi.
Ooh.
Bloodstalk.
Stark.
Whatever your preference of the name.
Whatever you wish to call him.
Whatever you wish to call him. This was a very good. It hurt.
Daddy villain.
Daddy villain.
Daddy master daddy villain.
Daddy master villain. Master villain. Master Daddy villain.
Master Daddy villain.
Some really good stuff here. And I definitely feel like it's one of those things where it's like, I mean, there's a part of me that was, let's not lie, I was suspecting it for a while.
We were kind of like, what was our first guess? It was,
I'm not sure why you're right here.
Why are you using my old headshot? Of like all the headshots you could have used. I have like 1 billion pictures on Instagram, on Facebook, and you chose that one?
I got you in my heart, buddy.
Yeah, so I mean, the devil scientist, whatever his name is, Katsuragi. We had suspicions that Katsuragi at the beginning was the end.
Yeah.
Of this episode. It was the beginning of this episode?
Yeah, the beginning of this episode where we kind of like have them what was it?
The reveal of that Sento isn't who he thinks.
Oh, that's
he
the end
is.
of this episode.
That's the end of this episode.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
Let's go through that. Yeah. So what else happens in this episode?
Well, basically, one of the big scenes in this movie is definitely with Tsurugi and Misora.
Yes.
Misora at this point doesn't know any official word about what her dad did.
She just knows that he's been gone for a while.
Right.
And in fact, they even had to leave the cafe. That's how the episode starts. Now, I was trying to remember. So the episode starts off with them all like in this warehouse, and they have to leave the cafe, and it's being stormed by Night Rogue
and the Guardians.
And they're just like, oh, we found the place. How do you get downstairs? They opened up the fridge.
It's just a fridge.
Yeah. And it was like, oh, they're smart. How did they know they were coming?
Yeah. And at this point, the big hint that knowing that Misora doesn't know is that they're looking on with like on like a rooftop across the street.
Exactly.
Misora's got their binoculars on, and she's like, "Wow, Dad's gonna be really upset."
Mad, yeah.
And Sento's sitting going like, "Yeah, yeah." He definitely would. be mad. So that's our first sign of, oh, crap. And I understand why he hasn't told her.
Yeah.
It's like, how...
How do you tell the person who lost her memory that this is who she sees as her dad is actually one of the main villains?
Yeah.
That's trying to kill everyone. I mean... that's a lot to take in.
It's a lot to take in. And I think like that all culminates to the big scene between them, in which this is kind of jumping ahead a little bit. Yeah. But Isuru is back in the base. He is downloading something.
Everyone is gone. I forget where they were. Oh, they were at the hospital.
Yeah, that's right. They did another kind of like a side mission to the hospital. Yeah. Isurugi is downloading something from the computer on a computer, and we'll get to that definitely for sure. What that is, it's a pretty big one. And there's Misura there, and she kind of is like trying to call him out.
It's like, so where have you been, Dad?
And he's really intense about it.
Yeah.
Because they now.
No, we're not. This is not your. Don't you refresh this? Okay, I was gonna say.
Moving on. So yeah, no, he brings up like the small little like glass jar of coffee beans and say, "Oh, see, I've been working on
cultivating my own coffee beans."
Right. And she's like, "Oh, Dad, silly Dad, always you." And he's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "I'm gonna be here a lot less, but I'm gonna, don't."
She's going through the memories and knowing what I know.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh man, I kind of feel myself starting to cry.
Yeah. Down.
Yeah.
And here's the cool thing: that Misura's actress is one of those things where it's like, I've always been digging what she's been doing on the show. Super fun, all levels of kind of high energy, low energy. But then she does something like this, and I'm like, wow.
They, like, the way that we've been getting billed since episode 1 has really made me start to question the quality of the acting that these people can do.
Right.
And
she can do all these kinds of levels of performance, and she's great in this episode. So what were they doing in the hospital? I did kind of... This is the scene where basically Gentoku and Sento are like, all right, who are we kidding?
I know who you are, you know who I am.
And he's like, true.
Same, fam.
Same. And so basically, this is where like the duo like kind of have to stare up. But of course, Banjo being Banjo.
Yeah.
Ruins the moment.
Oh, that made me so mad.
I knew it would.
Just remembering that, I'm here like, oh, they're having this talk, and they're finally...
She did it just like that.
I was just like... so mad. And Ryūga kind of makes up for it at the end of the 16th episode.
Right.
Where, like, okay, I understand why he's acting the way he is, but I don't like the way he's acting.
But because he tends to ruin things.
Yeah.
That's the thing about Ryūga.
And he even mentions that.
Yeah.
When they get back to the lab, he's like, I ruined that, didn't I? Yeah, you did!
Yeah, you did!
But the big reveal in this confrontation is, like, we found out that Gentoku knows that, hey, basically said to, like, look up something called sklash.
Sklash.
Which is not a word. But...
It's not. I don't know how they, like, decided to Romanize that or write that out, but sklash is not an actual word.
I have just literally going, what does that even mean? Where did you come? What's the portmanteau of sklash? I don't know.
Yeah, right? So if you've been following the rumors and leaks that have been coming out with Kamen Rider Build, you know what this is already. Sklash is basically another way to say Found it!
Oh yeah, it's a video. I forgot it's a video.
It's a video of Katsuragi go like, hey look! You did the thing! I'm so proud of you!
Go you!
Just like reaches out and just like pulls his cheek. You did it.
Oh, so proud. Anyway, it's another belt.
Yeah. More power-ups, which this is interesting because we're getting into the part of the series where it's like, are they going to keep the same belts for all the extra riders, or are they going to make new belts? Well, now we have the answer. They're going to make new belts.
They're going to make new belts because you got
to make money.
You got to sell those belts.
This brings me back to my next thing because a couple weeks ago we were talking about like Bloodstark or Night Rogue. We're saying like, oh, you purified all the bottles already. I was like, all the bottles.
You did that already?
Is that it? Is that all we're getting? The series is only like 10 episodes in, and you're telling me we're done? Like, so now it makes sense what they're going to do. They're just going to keep going and going and going.
Yeah.
But then how many of these splash things are there going to be? You know, jelly that's sparkling, which is like, okay. Does that imply that they're
Pepsi Man upgrade?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't.
And then we have Splash. And so it's like, okay, so these are all supposed to be drinks.
Yeah.
I wouldn't surprise me if there's a line in like Japan that's just like, oh, buy these water bottles that are shaped like the full bottles or something like that.
I believe at the Kamen Rider the diner in Japan.
Oh yeah.
I believe it is a drink that you get 2 separate bottles.
Oh yeah, and then you put it in.
Pour it in.
And you get rabbit tank martini thing.
Some sort of best match. I bet you it's called the best match cocktail. Guaranteed. If anybody who's been to the Kamen Rider Diner or look up the menu.
We should have that at the Angel Grove prom.
The Kamen Rider Diner?
No, just like the drink.
Just the drink?
Just the drink.
Just to sell. Yeah. That'd be nice.
A little Easter egg.
Little, like, what's that?
Right, Joe? Yeah.
Yeah?
Ooh.
You can make
Anyway.
You can make that happen. Okay, so now we're moving on. So, good stuff in this ep, though.
Yeah.
Good stuff in this ep.
We have a really cool fight scene in the hospital. This is really, really well done. I really like this fight scene.
Weird question. I almost...
How they ended up at the hospital?
Well, not so much that. Is like, I noticed that Sento came into the hospital doing this.
Oh! I was like, is that an Easter egg?
Like, yeah, part of me's like, is that an XA nod?
Yeah.
Is it? I feel like... Or is this just... This is what Japanese folks think doctors mostly do.
This is what surgeons are like, oh, don't touch me, I'm sterile.
I'm like...
Don't touch me,
I'm sterile. If my doctor talked like that, I do not want him to touch me either.
It seems like you have a very serious...
Okay. Don't.
Very serious disease.
You know, can I meet somebody else? Is there anybody else in the hospital?
No, you're right.
No.
So thankfully Sento doesn't talk like that.
Thankfully, no.
But they're walking around. They were there on a call from the Prime Minister who happened to get his phone number. And it's like, hey, I want to meet up with you or something like that. Because I know you have Pandora's Box.
That's right. Yeah,
so they go to the hospital and they're pushing it around. And they get ambushed. And they get their butts kicked.
They did. But it's a very cool fight.
It's a very good fight.
It's a very cool fight. It ends with Sento going to Rocket Panda mode.
Oh yeah,
rocketing out of the hospital, and Banjo as Cross as Z is like
Cross.
It's like Cross. He's like, okay, I think he made the joke of, hey, can the dragon get wings next time? And he had to jump out the window.
You know, I wonder if this is gonna be a nod to something later because they've been making these little nods like, can I do this? Can I do that? And it just. Maybe we'll give Banjo a power-up that gives him wings or something. It
is a little weird that he's a dragon-themed rider that doesn't have wings.
You know who does have wings, though?
Or can't fly.
Night Rogue.
Night
Rogue has wings.
Big ol' wings.
He gets those wings from the Bat Zord from Jungle Fury. He looks like Lunala from Pokemon. He looks like the bat, whatever, from Kamen Rider Ryūga.
Oh, yeah.
He just looks like every other, like, stereotypical bat now with, like, these giant wings.
For sure. When do we get to the big fight where where Gentoku gets to their kind of, near the end of this episode 15?
But I'm not entirely sure how it happens. I can't remember. Yeah. It's blanking because there's just so much.
Yeah.
But there's this giant fight that happens. They beat up Gentoku, and then they screw him up.
Oh, that's true. And at one point his dad, Gentoku's father,
he shows up at the end.
Yeah.
And he's like, what the?
I have words to say to you, son. You know?
If I had known what he was doing, I'm sorry, sir.
Yeah.
Bows to Sento. He's like, you there? We're gonna have a talking to and spanking when you get home.
So basically, he's getting ready to go, and then Gentoku has one more kind of talk with Sento, and this is the big drop.
This is the biggest drop that I didn't think we were gonna get this early in the series.
Same.
Sento is Katsuragi.
Yes. Sento's like,
glass
I'm sorry.
Break.
Yeah, glass break. And
what the hell did you say to me?
Yeah. And now, that has been something I've heard as a theory for quite some time, too.
But I didn't know how to believe it. But now, finally seeing it on screen, I understand.
Right. So the next episode, which is episode 16.
We jump to 16 now.
Which is called The Weaponary Hero. This one, we basically go, okay, explain how that is.
We're jumping headfirst into drama, guys.
Yeah, and so basically we learned, and this is stuff that the show's been very good at establishing and dropping little hints about it.
This is what we mean. It's like, it's been like, oh, this is such a slow episode. Oh, this is dumb.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, get it better. This is little steps that have been like, oh, I get it!
Do you remember that Bloodstock can change people's faces?
Yes, but I didn't once think that would happen to Sento.
Exactly. This is also, so we realize, this is where the big reveal comes into play. So we basically realize Isurugi, the devilish planner that he is, basically, this whole deal is that Katsuragi had plans like, listen, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out. I don't want this. I don't want to do this. And Bloodstock's like, that's unfortunate. And I think already he knew I was planning on
doing this anyway.
That's why he set up the guy who was the face of Sento. I forgot his name is. Saito Taru?
Taro.
Anybody in the...
I don't know.
No one here...
Point is, dude's dead.
Home dude's dead.
He took a knife to the back.
In the as least bloody as you can pull off in a kid's show.
Yeah, like the least bloody knife throw I've ever seen.
Can also point out that like this is also the moment where I realized that's where the sticking the hair comes into play.
Yeah.
I realized that. I'm like, why does like Sento's hair stick up?
Everything makes sense now.
Yeah, the hair sticks up because the face that Sento took, they took the face from. Like, his hair had the weird spiky hair,
the
Rick, like Rick from Rick and Morty hairstyle. That like, that's why whenever
Rick and Morty cosplay,
Rick and Morty cosplay. That's why whenever Sento's brain goes boom, and his hair pops up in that way, it's because it's sort of weirdly reflecting on the person's identity that he took facially.
Yeah.
I will say this though, even though like everything is played out, everything makes sense. There's a part of me that goes, this is a little too neat.
This is a little too convenient.
Right? Like, I'm waiting on the other shoe to drop.
But, yeah, exactly. But it was just so planned out.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I can't find a loophole in this.
For realsies. Like, how much is Isurugi still holding on? So we'll see. But right now, like you said, I mean, it checks out. Everything checks out.
They went through everything. They went through all the past footage. And it makes me wonder how far in advance they shot all this footage.
Sure.
Because, like, we have the thing of, like, him putting him down in the rain and, you know, just everything.
Everything. And it's so, like, nicely laid out. And, again, like you said, it's like, this is one of those episodes where, like, from episode 1 to here, this actually, like, oh, you've set this up. You've planned this. This is actually really cool.
I still think it's not an excuse for it to have been as weak as it was throughout the beginning of the series.
Sure, I agree.
However, I understand it.
Right. I
understand why they played it out like that. They played it out like they did. And this is the final payoff that's just like... And when we say final payoff, we still have roughly 30-something episodes left to go. And we're getting all this big info now.
Right. Oh, going to the live chat right now. Blackwing... That part was quite the shocker. I never figured that out.
Shocker.
I
get it. I mean, if you meant...
I mean, to you guys, that was a joke, right? Like, because Kamen Rider fought Shocker? That's what you meant, right? Anyway. And this kind of leads into, like, Sento's still working on the belt, right?
He's in shock, guys.
Yeah,
like, he just found out that the person that he thought he was is actually dead. And the person he thought was dead is actually him, but with a different face.
Right.
And he's been fighting for a hero of justice with a military weapon that was created by himself, that wasn't him, that is him. Woo! That's a lot. That's a lot. And it's just... I applaud the writers of this series because that's not something I ever would have thought of.
No, agreed. And that's the other thing I really love, too, about Gentoku's kind of motivation is that he keeps insisting, you don't get it, dude. This is the weapon. The Kamen Rider thing is a weapon. You're just playing the part of a hero.
Yeah.
Stop lying to yourself. Go back to being what I always assumed you are, was a weaponeer.
Yeah, exactly.
And like, just
you'll see what I want eventually.
Right? You'll figure it out. And that's what like is going on in Sento's head.
Exactly.
This leads into another bit where Banjo, again, this is the thing that's both frustrating and fascinating about Banjo. He's this lunkhead.
He understands what's going on. Right. Sort of, kind of, debatable.
Right.
But then he does these outbursts of anger. Like, Sento's just here chilling, you know, he's like processing everything. He's a little depressed. He's working on his little splash. And all of a sudden, Banjo's like, hey! And I'm here like, all right, if I was Sento, I would have been like, why?
Dude, for reals?
I'm working!
And the thing with Banjo's I learned is that, like, Banjo's meatheadedness is that, especially this where I feel like it worked here, is that, like, I have no idea where to put my anger at.
He's honest about his feelings, and
Yeah.
that's what's so good and bad about him.
Right.
That's what I don't like, but it makes sense with the actions that he takes.
Yeah, for sure. So in this case, Banjo's like, I have this anger and aggression that I need to get out, and the only answer I can think of right now is I fight you because you're the guy who created all this mess.
You killed my girlfriend, apparently.
Yeah.
You got me in jail.
You helped create this evil organization, and Sento's in this case of just going, I guess you're right.
I can't remember any of this.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess.
So they have a one-on-one. And you can see that Sento's heart's not really into it. But Banjo, I don't even think Banjo really wants to hurt him. I think he just needs to get his frustration out.
My favorite part is when you can tell this in the choreography, when in the fight scenes, when it's not just fight, and you can actually tell like, oh dude, he's just not into it. Like he's putting in effort, but he's like, he doesn't really care.
Right. Now, he's not putting all like energy and emotion to the fight.
Exactly.
He's blocking hits as best as he could. But yeah, you're right.
I thought it was interesting he didn't go straight into a best match either.
Oh yeah.
You know, he was just like, he didn't go into rabbit tank. He went into like, whatever.
Yeah, no, it did feel like these are the first two bottles I touched.
Yeah, exactly.
That's I guess these two. Sure.
Whatever. Gatling pirate?
Fine.
Sure.
and yeah, Banjo's not even 100% sure if he's fighting for the right reasons.
Exactly.
And that's what's really cool about this fight. The fight ends when Sento
Goes sparkling.
Goes sparkling.
He goes sparkling.
Goes sparkling.
0 calories, 0 sugar. Actually, we don't know that for sure. But
oh my god.
I don't know. Maybe he's forming the line in the Pepsi.
Oh yeah. Sure.
I don't know.
I could see that.
I don't know.
Yeah, that works for me. I feel like I have to keep better track of this every time, though. I have to keep track, and it's take a screen grab of Banjo's t-shirts.
Exactly. Because they're all like weird. It's
Weird.
Like, you looked better on Instagram. Like,
Still, I'm a legitimate hunt for that shirt.
I found it. Actually,
Did you find it?
I found it. I'll send you the link if
Please
I can
do.
find it.
I think this. What it was? I can't like. I think here's the thing. Like, I'm a little ahead, so I did see episode 17.
Okay.
So I saw that he had the shirt he had was something like some sort of weird something positive, but it was white. Then I saw episode 17 and I know like it's the same words but black. Banjo, you have the same words,
Right?
but in two different
Where
colors.
is he getting all these clothes? He can't go out in public.
Yeah, no, who's buying this?
Yeah, exactly. He's
Like-
a wanted criminal.
Yeah. Is it
Every
like,
time he goes out in public, like that person that passed by the cafe, he's like, "Oh, it's you!" You know, like.
Like what if Isurugi just went to like their version of a Hot Topic?
Yeah.
Or no, like a Spencer's. And Japan's version of Spencer's.
That unicorn.
Yeah.
Cool.
Awesome. And just put them all in a bag and went, these are your wardrobe.
Oh, this Pusheen? Yeah. You know, like, I don't know.
I need to see him wearing Pusheen. I need it so bad. I didn't realize I wanted that until like right now.
So, cutting back to Gentoku really quick.
Sorry, I had a weird side thought.
No, I know.
Continue.
So cutting to Gentoku, he's having this meeting with all these people. And I realize we're going through the episode naming off a lot of stuff, but literally everything that happens in this episode is important.
Yeah.
He's talking in this episode about like...
Yeah, he's with the ambassadors of the other two.
Oh, even before that, his father had a heart attack problem, assassination.
Yeah. Which is not...
It's not new.
Not new, but also as we definitely quickly realize, like, it's Bloodstock again.
Yeah.
And this time, this is as a favor to Gentoku.
So, in order to fill his spot in the little meeting that they had later on, they're like, so, let's not play around. The reason why the country divided into 3 is because we all want power.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna win. And you're all going to lose.
So, why don't we just...
Let's just go to war.
Let's just figure out who's gonna lead, right?
Let's just have our country punch your country in the face.
Right. And everyone else is like, okay.
This lady's acting, I mean, dude, like, she's a great actress, but
Yeah.
she's pissing me off. And that little like shot of her, you know, I was like, ooh, I don't like you.
Oh my gosh.
Why are we just...
We got a sponsorship.
Oh, okay.
By the way, this episode of Kamen Rider Corner is...
Shit in me.
It's like, all of a sudden I have to wipe it off, and it's like... Blackwing 2040 says that woman is scary. Correct.
That woman
is scary.
unsettles me.
Unsettles me.
And then she like.
Sorry. Every once in a while, even I'm looking, I'm going like, oh yeah, that really is the look we've decided on me this episode.
Yeah, right. You don't have a body.
I don't. I ain't got nobody.
Yeah. So the countries, the three nations are going to war now.
Yeah.
Sento stumbles upon an attack happening. He saves everyone, but he's also still fighting himself, and that's when he gets his butt whooped and gets thrown to the ground.
Yeah.
I hate this thing in Japanese. Like, I'm doubting myself, so I'm not gonna get up and like. And he's there, like, fighting himself, like, I'm just gonna get hit by these monsters. Sure, whatever. And then Benjo comes in and saves him. What the hell are you doing? There's monsters here! Smash! And he's just like, but
I did this.
but I'm Katsu. And he's just, why? Stop that!
You, Sento, are a freaking hero.
Yeah.
And you're doing the right thing for
You've
the right
been doing...
people.
As who you are, not whatever guy that died, not Katsuragi. You're Sento Kiryū.
Yeah.
You're the hero of justice, an egotistical driven maniac of science.
Yeah. And
You billionaire philanthropist. He's not a billionaire. They're living in a cafe. But like, you guys know what I mean.
Right. And I like this moment quite a bit because it's a thing where, here's the thing, one of the biggest character arcs Banjo is doing is learning to not think about himself.
Yes.
And the fact that we're at this point with him now where he goes, all right, dude, you do good things.
Pull yourself together.
Pull yourself together. I know you're... Okay, I'm sorry I felt the need to punch you.
Look, I don't even know why I'm mad, to be honest with you.
That's basically
I think that was the funniest part about this. Like, I don't even know why I'm mad with you. But... I'm just gonna like, you're get up.
You're freaking Kamen Rider built. Be Kamen Rider built.
Yeah.
And Sento literally, okay, you know what? You're right. I'm sorry.
And he just got up. And I was like, okay, this is a great moment. This really is. Like, I would watch back this episode like, yeah. But watching in the moment, just like, why did you just get up like that? You were just so sad and mopey, like, just like, you can't just like do that 180 and just like, I'm better now. Build up.
That's also, I did notice, I'm always a big fan of well-placed use of the theme song.
Yeah.
So that's when, like,
oh, this was great.
Use the theme song here. Because this is one of those, like, episode 16 is one of those where it's like, we're cutting straight to the credits.
Yeah.
We didn't do the opening credits. Like, we're cutting straight to it. And
oh, that's right. I didn't even notice.
Yeah, and we're powering through.
Yeah, like, that just, like, went over my head.
That's why I noticed, like, things are going down in an episode where it's like, we don't even got time to do the opening credit sequence. We just gotta go.
We don't even have that time for the extra minute.
Yeah, we don't. We got so much to tell. Let's go right now.
Yeah, exactly.
And yeah, no, that's when you use it, and that's when, Sento's like, all right, you're right. Boom, boom, shake, shake, shake. I'm Kamen Rider build, and he immediately goes to helping, saving somebody, and some smashes.
Yeah, he does a couple form changes. I thought he was gonna go through all the best matches. It just felt like one of those moments where he's gonna go best match / best match, best match, But then he does 2, and then goes to sparkling, and I was like, good choices.
Good choices. Yeah.
I agree with all of this.
Yeah. So we quite a few things are happening, and then but here's the other thing with these random smashes and the Guardians. These are not ones sent by Gentoku.
Yeah, these are from whatever that lady's from, and as Blackwing 2040 actually. Where is it? That woman is scary. I bet she would make Hitler piss her pants.
It's a high.
Yeah.
It's a high point. Yes.
And then he said that part where it builds character. Ha.
Thank you for that.
Yeah. Definitely hearing the theme song during it, definitely gave it the push. But yes, what happened? Oh yeah. Hokoto.
She's got her military. I'm in war mode hat now.
Yeah. So looks like we're gonna be seeing a lot more of her in the next coming episodes, and we got a confirmation that we will be, because we got a new rider.
Some interesting interesting things happen that last minute.
Yes.
We're
That's why we couldn't have the opening.
right. Like you said, there is a new writer and 3 other rando dudes.
Randoms. So if you had been watching the spoilers, you shouldn't be if you want to, But I saw this and I was like, oh, okay, this is gonna be the part we see the new writer. You're PCR. Right?
I am PCR. We are.
I
PCR.
am.
I am PCR. Sorry.
No, yeah, this is the part where we were like, okay, we're definitely gonna see like some. When are we gonna see this new writer? Oh, there he is. Who are these other people?
Yeah. Who's these like 3 random bancho looking?
Who is this? Yeah. Who is this? This Smash that can control when he goes in and out of form. Shot a laser into the city.
Yeah.
And we're just like, okay, whatever.
And he's got like this crazy. This is what I kind of like about those 3 in terms of design and casting.
Yeah.
Like you guys look like you came out of a manga.
Yeah.
In a good way. Like they're very weirdly distinct.
They didn't look over the top.
Yeah.
As I mean, a little, but not super over the top. You could see them walking around in public and be like, okay, no, stay away from those guys.
Oh man, so I think here's the funny thing is like we're episode 16.
Yes.
We're at that point where, all right, things are cooking. We are already slowly changing the format of the show.
Would you say there's a lot of grease to keep it going?
Tons. Tons of grease.
That pun's gonna make sense next episode.
Definitely, for sure. So, all right, that's episode 15 and 16.
Yes.
Wait.
Oh, last little bit. The new writer has the belt that Sento has been working on.
And that's interesting. So, I mean, as we've discovered that, like, Itsurugi downloaded.
And made the belt.
Yeah.
In the short, a day?
A day, yeah. So, clearly Itsurugi, like, got the plans for the belt, built one himself to give to
whoever this is.
Right. And now this rando has the new belt.
Yes.
And is another writer.
So this kind of leads to our other thing before that. Each nation section part of Japan is gonna have their own writer.
Yeah.
And it's like, so we have 2 now. We have Bill.
Like the term of like a show called a writer war show.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if this will become one.
Exactly.
Because X8 definitely became one, or is one for sure. Like,
yes.
Gaim
definitely.
Gaim's definitely the one that's
Ryuki.
That's the first one. Yeah. Ryuki had like 30 writers. I don't even remember how Ryuki had how many.
I want to say 13.
13 writers. That's a lot of writers.
Yeah.
It's a lot of writers. So I wouldn't say this is a writer war show yet.
But it's definitely looking like that. If they keep on with this is probably going to be what it's going to be, a writer war.
Yeah. And I will say, this is a case where like I like that it's slowly time to grease up. Hold on. Right there. See? Right there.
I just realized he's in your shirt. I was just paying attention to your pun.
He's in my body. I got grease in me. That's not cool.
That's unhealthy.
That's very
That's
unhealthy.
incredibly unhealthy.
That's kind of, I went to McDonald's before today's shoot, so that's probably my fault.
Huh.
Yeah. Anyway, I got grease off my shirt. Oh man, I have to wash that off. So I
fantastic.
I think I have to wear a green shirt every episode.
I'm considering wearing a green shirt next time.
I think we should all. We should. Oh, that's a weird idea.
And as we're talking about it, we can have like the episode playing at the bottom of us, and we'll be like,
"Check out this clip right here," and then he's got the clip for the next episode. Anyway, how many writers were in X8 is what Black Widow.
I don't know.
know.
X8, Brave, Snipe, Laser,
Chronicle.
Yeah.
Poppy.
Genmu, Poppy.
And didn't
Zombie technically?
I guess so. Wait, what was the name? I forgot the name of the girl who hung out with Snipe a lot.
Oh, I don't know.
She was one for a bit.
Yeah.
Like 9 writers. It's a lot of. Yeah.
Who's the guy that could split into 2?
That's still X8.
That's still X8?
Yeah.
Oh.
Right? Because he turned into the.
I had no idea, actually, to be honest. So yeah,
9.
I guess 9 as
9
it stands
writers.
right now.
Yeah. It's a lot of writers. Not as much as Ryuki, but I would say, how many do you think?
Build is gonna get.
Yeah, how many do you think?
I'm just like 6, probably.
Six.
But maybe a 7th one.
Okay.
Maybe a 7th one to kind of like balance things out. It'd be like a lone wolf, rogue, if you will. You know.
Well, I mean, that's, you know what? That's true. There is rumors of Kamen Rider Rogue.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I've heard a rumor about that.
Huh.
That could be Gentoku. Here's something that I've heard some folks bring up, and I want to second this, and I want to bring that out there.
Yeah.
What's it, not heel turn, face turns. That's it for Gentoku. Mm-hmm. No, none. That's kind of become a weird thing I realized writer shows have been doing recently, where that the villain of the show, one of the main villains of the show, has a face turn, right? Like a good guy turn. And all of a sudden now the heroes, and I'm like, no, please don't.
Yeah.
And this is a case where like Isurugi is the wild card.
As far as we know, he's a bad guy, and I still don't know what he's planning. I was saying like, oh, maybe he's just trying to build up the hazard level to make
I'm a bad guy.
Yeah.
Please.
No redemption.
No redemption. He tried to kill his dad, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
No.
Exactly.
Like. Please.
Toei.
Come on.
Come on.
Toei. Don't do it.
That's a meme. Just.
Come on. All right.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So these 2 episodes.
Yeah, these 2 episodes.
What would you rate them out of 10?
Episode 15, I will say a good 8.5.
Fair enough.
And episode 16, a strong 9.
I'm willing to agree. Well, 8.5 probably for both. 8.5 because I just don't like Ryūga's intentions.
Totally fair.
That's really it. Honestly, it's just like the fact that he doesn't know what to do with his anger. I understand it's a character thing, but it's 18 next time, and by that point we should have our new cast member with us, Paula Gaetos. From if you guys have ever heard of the Tokusatsu Network, she is the editor-in-chief there, and she's one of our new cast members.
Mm-hmm. You might even remember her a couple months ago when she was on the show.
Oh yes, that's right.
Like that
we forgot.
I
wasn't there. Yeah.
So that was so if you remember her from that episode, she will be now a regular cast member on the show. So look forward to that.
Awesome. I mean, any other things that you want to throw in before we wrap this all up?
In terms of build, or just
in general.
In general, well, I feel like 2018 will be an interesting year for me as a person. Just kidding.
No, go on. I'm not stopping you.
No. I'll minimize it to just build. I feel like the show started off very, very strong and has consistently thing. I'm looking forward to. Now we're at the interesting point of the show where we are in a slight shift change.
Right.
But it doesn't feel like a...
These last 3 episodes have been, exceeded at my expectations of what I've wanted. And now we're getting to this point that we're like, we have all this information that I thought we weren't going to get until, episode 40 or something.
Right.
And so, okay, cool. But now that we're there, I'm a little slightly. It's not noticeable how worried I am. Just so what are they going to do now? Because now we're going to a new thing. They go to war. So hopefully 2018 is going to be good.
A month. One is the Ben and Spielberg. This month's episode will be on the newly released film, The Post. The Post. Next episode of my other podcast, which is Nothing New, a remake podcast, will be on The Poseidon Adventure and Poseidon.
Why is nothing new?
Because there's nothing new in movies. Just kidding. Well, there's a lot of remakes. A lot of remakes.
That's deep.
It's deep. So that'll be this month's episode for that show. Of course, if you're watching this, that means you like Tokusatsu and Henshin heroes. I co-created a Henshin comic book called
Shining Yusha.
Thank you.
I was waiting for it, and I was like, when is he gonna plug that?
It's been a while. I'm gonna build up to it. I'm sorry too. You know what? That was bad.
I didn't think you were gonna cross that line.
Oh. Anyway, so yes. So yeah, do check Tumblr, Facebook, and Twitter for Shining Yusha. It's a free webcomic. We put up a new page every week. Yes, support us, like, share, blah, blah, blah over there.
Cool. Awesome. So for me, you guys can find me on all the social medias, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Darrel Delfin. If you guys have been following this, like you should be, I'm a voice actor. You're just looking at me like.
You're just like. It's weird. Our outros are like, and I forgot words.
What is the alphabet?
But some of them. You're a voice actor. Continue.
All right. So yeah, as he said, I'm a voice actor. You guys can find me in all like different video games, anime, and all sorts of cool stuff. I have a movie actually that just came out, but I can't talk about it yet, so I can't tell you. But there's a movie that's out soon. I'll tell you. Anyway, and then if you're going to be in the Pasadena, Southern California area, I'm going to be at Pasadena Comic Con on the 8th. The 28th. And then on the 26th to the 27th, I'm going to be at Anime LA with that hashtag show. So I hope to see you guys there. And that pretty much covers it.
Yeah.
Do we have any other shows today?
Riker Maneuver.
What is it?
Riker Maneuver. We got Riker Maneuver coming up. What time is that going to be on?
7 o'clock.
Okay, so come back here for Riker Maneuver. And I think we are.
Yeah, that's it. Please tune in next week, guys, because we're going to have Paula Gaetos from Tokusatsu Network on board.
And please smash that like button. Because they fight. I'm never going to not like that his reaction is that. Because they fight Smash. And he's so disappointed in me every time I bring that up.
Anyway.
Feel free, please subscribe to PCR.
And don't forget, guys, we are the Pop Culture Renegades. Peace out, guys.